Sound like a rapper, bro.
Yo.
Turn my levels up. Turn my mic up.
Check.
1 2 1 2. Yo. Yo.
So,
the first
so
freestyle.
now you can hear me too.
You'd be the second. We just had one
not me,
last
not me,
week.
no.
All right, we
That's
on.
comical.
freestyle?
Yeah.
Oh,
that a
shoot, you about to
freestyle? Oh, that was a
freestyle? Oh,
freestyle.
no, okay.
Nah,
I gotta
Ravon
listen
said
to
you
this.
gonna
All right, come on.
That's comical. Every time I come on here, I'm freestyling.
Did you freestyle?
Yo, Rayvon, if you
Yo.
freestyle, I'll freestyle with you next time I'm there.
Rayvon can't freestyle, man. The label get mad at me for putting out that content for free.
It's a label.
Yeah, man. We got contracts to uphold. You feel me?
Yo, you're wild, dude. Fuck those contracts.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. 6-figure contracts for albums.
Nah,
You gotta
bro.
do what you gotta do.
They are there working against you, bro.
Hey, trust me. I feel that. You feel me?
All right, we're live, bro.
It's like NBA players. Y'all can't play in the summertime.
Yeah. No, this is before the mix. Rayvon's here. We got special guests, 2 special guests in the studio today, for real. We'll get into mixing the show.
Maybe we should explain the show to them really fast. I didn't do that, actually.
Oh, you didn't?
Just to give you a quick update. No, we're just catching up. The show is an hour long. We run it in 4 14-minute segments, which is, I'm going to throw a lot at you right now.
All right,
The first two segments are the first episode for the radio. It's going to be 2 weeks on the radio.
Okay.
30 minutes and then 30 minutes. So, like, the first half will be welcome to the show, blah, 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 blah. Take a break for commercial. Part 2, that's it. See you next week. Do it again. Oh, shit. Welcome to the show. Happy to have you here. Blah, 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 blah. Last week, we talked about X, Y, and Z. Even though damn well niggas could see us, we ain't move at all.
Same fit.
But, yeah. No, exactly. You feel me? Like, yeah, just like it came back in the same clothes.
That's why we got to keep it real for the intro web, bro.
Yeah. So, like, we're live right now, so niggas can hear this, which is why, like, you guys know. I'm like, if you see me wearing this shirt next week, you won't. But like
next week,
yeah, no, you won't. You feel me? It's got to be a more solid rotation than that. But we can get into the mix.
Let's get into it.
What up, y'all? You're now listening to Infused Influence, where we're infused by weed culture, cannabis business, and its politics through conversations with special guests. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
All right, we are back with another episode of Infused Influence. I'm your host, Ulysses, and Rayvon's here. What's up, Rayvon?
What's going on, young man? How you doing today?
Chilling. How are you?
I'll say 8 out of 10 today.
Nice, bro.
I'll say 8 out of 10.
That's what's up.
It's not too bad.
It feels warmer outside.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to yesterday being like 3 degrees.
Yeah, for real. It's like 30 degrees today.
Yeah. Global warming, man. It's a hoax.
Yeah.
It's a hoax.
Wait, you said it's a hoax?
Yeah, well, that's
What?
me being sarcastic.
Oh, I was about to say, bro. Talk about,
You can't always tell sarcasm.
Yeah,
You know,
the tectonic plates are moving.
I don't know, man. I'm feeling the earthquake. I don't know.
Yo.
We've got a special guest today, though.
We do have a special guest today, bro.
We've got a young man. I don't even know what name I was gonna go with for you right now, bro. I've got a few nicknames in my head, but I think I'm just gonna go straight up with the mic.
The mic.
The mic?
No, you gotta
The
put
mic.
the mic.
Yeah. That's how he's got you saved in the phone. Not Mike, the mic. He's got mad
The
mics,
mic.
and
Oh,
you
yeah.
are the mic.
Oh my god.
You should know, actually, in my phone, under like the company section, it still says True Leaf because I'm a dumbass. I've never changed it.
I'm pretty sure that's like 98% of
Yeah.
Massachusetts right now.
No, you're not a dumbass. You're just lazy, bro.
Yeah, no, I am.
Talk about-
Every time I text him or go to, I'm like, oh, there's Mike.
Yeah.
True Leaf.
Yeah.
That's
I've
funny.
actually seen it on people's phones though too. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm like, I know who it actually is.
Yeah.
for sure.
That's bad funny, bro.
That's funny. Well, thank you for taking the time to come down here, be on the show. I know you are kind of like an hour away in terms of distance for
Oh, word?
where you live.
I'm
so.
flexible. I mean, right now I'm like out by the Framingham area actually.
Oh, that's not
Got
so
you,
bad.
okay.
Yeah. So
Much easier.
not too bad. Yeah, selling out here in Massachusetts, you catch yourself on the road everywhere. So I'm always open to come through and kick
Yeah.
it with my guys. It's been a minute.
Sure.
So.
Been a while, bro. You've actually, I mean, we've known you for years now. I mean, it's pretty much since we each opened.
Yeah, man. I was
It's-
telling you on the way here, it's just like coming full circle. Like, it really all started for me in Worcester as well. So it's like, I remember you guys opened pretty much almost the same day as Truly, right? Like, or a
I
day
think it was like a
before.
week. So we might have had our official opening, and then like our no. I guess our commenced operation with like family and friends,
Okay.
and then we did like so it was a soft opening, and then we did the official opening with like having a party and shit. And I feel
Yeah.
like that was the same day you guys
Yeah.
officially opened, if that made
Yeah,
sense, right?
yeah, yeah.
Because it was August 9th for us when we did like family and friends, and then a couple days later we did like the actual launch, and I think that's when you guys did the commence operation.
Yep, sounds about right. Yeah, we
Yeah.
were just trying to get the door open, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Nah, it's one of those crazy stories, man. Because I remember the GM there, dude, and I remember we had just cracked maybe like 200 people a day. And you guys were like still at like 50 or 60, and I was like,
yeah.
how?
no, yeah, that's
You guys are a billion at the time's $13 billion market cap.
Yep.
With a
Couldn't
B.
get customers.
It couldn't like, what are you doing?
Yeah. To this day, I'm like, thankfully, I really didn't focus on retail like that
Right.
because that was their downfall.
Nah,
Massachusetts was the
I
retail.
guess, bro. I mean that plus the fatality, bro. The
Yeah.
growth facility, because the weed was good weed,
Exactly.
bro. Truly had
Yeah.
solid weed, bro.
No, they really did, and I feel like, that's one thing that I really take upon myself to do is like if I'm gonna sell it, I need
gotta
to
make
make sure
sure
I
that's
like it.
for real.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm really smoking out here, and I really want to put good things in people's hands. Like, so that was the one thing that really won me over. I went to the facility; they had like the nicest facility I've ever seen. Obviously, I was still new, but it was just like insane to see the growth potential with them, and then the flower was just immaculate, and how much time they really put into it. They were really patient with it, not like you might see other companies that are just rushing to get it out. They
Right.
actually were patient with it, so I appreciated that from the jump, just being a real smoker. So, and you guys always supported, so people supporting kind of helped me understand, like, yeah, I was right, they really did have that fire.
Right. Did you like their weed, Riva?
I did. We used to get like the GMO from them, the Tropicana banana, I think, or it was something banana we got from them. Was it maybe banana OG? But I remember
Banana
we used to get banana OG and GMO off you guys a lot.
Yeah,
back in the
banana
early
OG
days.
was one of those ones for sure.
That bulk, bro. I don't know if we did, because you guys had like a couple different brands for prepackaged. I don't think we ever.
I don't think we did much prepackaged. It was a
No,
lot of bulk.
Not a lot of bulk
A
for
lot
sure.
of bulk. Damn. So was that your first industry job?
Yeah, it was my first, industry job. It's crazy. Just jumped right into huge corporate company.
Yeah.
Coming from the legacy market. Like, I wasn't super legacy right when I joined Truly, but in the years before that. So to me, it was just a crazy thing.
I'm asking for like real curiosity. Like, how do you go about, how did you find them? How was the interview process? Like,
Yeah.
what was that like?
So to be honest,
And wait, before we get into that, I want to put
Yeah.
a quick plug out there too, because one, I need to know how to say your last name, Mike Cuevas. Is that correct?
it's Cuevas. Yeah.
Cuevas. That's why I didn't say. I wasn't confident.
It's all good.
But secondly, I want to give a quick background that you are a cannabis wholesaler and that
Yep.
you used to work at True Leaf when they opened up here. True Leaf was right around the corner.
Yep.
And for you to get into your first cannabis job and it's a big corporation like this,
Yeah.
it's very interesting. So now I want to like go back to that question. Like, yeah, how did
sure.
you get to a big industry like that?
It's crazy. Like, I've worked, with big companies before doing sales, Verizon, things like that. Renewal by Anderson, I did a big marketing push for them and helped create a program for them in Massachusetts. But really, like, I have to give it to my guy, Tyler. Like, one day I got a call from my guy, Tyler, the GM at True Leaf. I don't know if Ulysses, mentioned him, but he gave me a call and was like, listen, man, I got this cannabis job. I don't know anything about cannabis. He was like, you're the one that I really would choose to help me with this. You know everything about it. Like, you smoke every day. Like, so he's like, would you take this opportunity? And I was like, obviously the money and all that thing. So it's just like, after having some conversations and really seeing what the potential was, I took the jump, and it honestly was the best thing I ever did, because they promoted me super quick once they saw, the potential and everything that I brought to the table. And that really just catapulted me, because I always wanted to be in cannabis, but I don't know how you guys thought of it, but it's just like I never knew how, coming from the legacy market. It's like, how do I even do that?
It's a question I get all the time from people is how do I get in? I'm like, bro, just go to any website and go down to the bottom and click on careers. I'm telling you, these niggas is hiring. Like,
Facts. Yeah. Well, now I knew that. I was like, when I first came here, like, a year before that, I was living in Florida. Because I went to college.
True Leaf was all over there.
So I knew True Leaf, but it was medical.
Right.
It wasn't rec. Here, I barely understood that it was really legal here.
Right.
You know, I just knew you could go to a dispensary, but that's it. So to me, it was just like there was a lot going on. I didn't really understand. So it just kind of came to me, really,
Yeah.
like naturally. So I got to, big shout out to Tyler, man. I appreciate you for that.
Shout out to
No, that's
Tyler,
dope.
bro. Wait, so you work with him in a completely different industry?
Yeah, so we actually like worked together. We were like selling cell phones and like running locations for like different wireless providers
Gotcha.
in Massachusetts.
Oh, that's cool, bro.
Yep.
What part of Florida were you in, man?
I was in Naples and Fort Myers, Florida.
Yeah. What you doing down there? You went to school, you said?
I went to Florida Southwestern State College.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, and then I've always had family in Florida. Being from Puerto Rico, I always wanted to be in a tropical environment. So it's like my earliest memory when I went to Florida for the first time, I remember driving in the car with my mom, and I'm like, I'm gonna live here one day, and she's looking at me like, you sure? And I'm like, yep. And then I did, I did, and I'm gonna go back too. So.
Plans to go back. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So with True Leave, you was there as a wholesaler, and then you were doing. Did you start off as wholesaler? You said you got promoted pretty quickly.
Yeah. So that was like the biggest thing for me. It was a big jump because I really was like almost taking a pay cut. Being an assistant general manager in retail. So it was questionable for me at first. But once I got in there and, we helped establish the Northampton location, that was the first location. And then right into that, they pretty much gave us the opportunity to start Worcester too. So once Worcester kind of got its feet and we got the location running, they needed assistance with wholesale. So I originally started as an assistant general manager, got the locations open, and then that's when I transitioned into wholesale, and I was the field marketing manager for wholesale.
Shit. Okay, and you did that for how long until they were like closed?
So I was a field marketing manager for about a year, and then honestly, one day, one of my bosses came to the market with me, and the wholesale thing is like. The corporate companies come, the CFO or the CMO is going to come out. They want to see a couple dispos. So, we did that, and they saw how great of relationships I had with some of the customers. And I remember there was a couple times where customers actually wanted to deal with me when it came to sales. And I'm like, listen, I'm marketing. Like, I can't. And,
where was this location?
it was a couple of them, but I remember I brought them to, one of them was Pure Oasis.
Oh, I got you, bro.
Yeah, I brought them here a couple times as well too.
Yeah.
Different executives. It was like once a quarter they were coming through, but so they came through and they realized the relationships that I have with the customers, and I think they created a sales position for me as a wholesale manager, and I came in working with Christina Rivera. I'm sure you guys.
I know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's pretty much where it all started for me in the sales. Like her and I kind of just strapped our boots up and we took over the market as quickly as we could, you know. So.
And then I don't want to say shortly after, but they was here for like 3 years, or like that Worcester location was up for like a few years, right?
Yeah. Yep. I don't honestly remember exactly how long they were in the market for. I was with them for about 3 years.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
Dope. I just remember when they weren't gonna be a thing anymore. I could imagine you had a lot of people, I think myself included, like, yo, bro, everything good? Like, what's gonna happen with the job and what's next for you? And
no, I'm actually really glad you mentioned that because that was one of the times in the industry where I really felt the love. Like I was obviously I kind of knew what was going on, so thankfully with some of the connections that I had at the company and everything like that, I had a little bit of a heads up and I was able to transition to Glorious before all this happened. But that was one of the moments in the industry where it felt really good because the amount of love I got, the amount of concern I got, everyone was texting me, calling me. It was funny, like I was like in the gym when all this kind of like hit the news early in the morning, and not on my phone when I was in the gym at the time. So people are blowing my phone up and actually concerned because they're thinking I'm upset and I'm not answering. But it's like, thankfully, thank God everything worked out for me, and it's, I've found my path and, I stuck to it, but, I'm super thankful for the people in the industry that kind of had my back and looked out for me. You were definitely one of those. So I appreciate you for that.
For sure, man. I'd like to think that we're friends in this industry,
100%,
for sure. And
100%.
so glad to see that things are definitely on the up and up for you. I remember when you transferred to Glorious, it was like, all right, cool. So now how do we work with Glorious?
Exactly.
I watched a video from Jeriel recently on his podcast. He mentioned that he said something I kind of agree with. He was like, people will buy off of people they fuck with, even if your product's not good.
I saw that too. Yep.
And he reposted it yesterday. He was like, "Yeah, I had a good January." So I'm gonna post this shit again, but they'll buy from who they fuck with, type shit.
100%.
And I remember like, "Listen, bro, wherever you go next, just hit me up with the menu."
And
type
it's
shit.
a bonus if it's fire and it really sells, you know?
You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
And it
it's
works.
true.
I mean, we got Glorious all over this fucking menu, bro.
Yeah, man.
Do we?
I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the gummies, the Crude Boy vapes, the bulk flour. that
Crude
we
boy, bro.
package.
That's glorious.
Yeah,
Yes,
Crude
sir.
Boys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We might have to get some of those Prios back in. The Moon Rocks, bro. Now we make our own Moon Rocks type shit.
How's that going for you guys? Moonrocks is not an easy product to make.
It's
People
not.
think that's just like snap of the fingers. You
We
got
pretty
some-
much have someone back here always making Moon Rocks. For the
Okay.
most part, we had Cam making a lot of them by herself, which you've probably met Cam before. She's been here since day one as well. So Cam's been making a lot of them. And then now we've got Donnie and Kaylee back there making them because, as you know, as you just said, it's hard as fuck.
It is
It's
really
like
hard.
a one-person job. You're working with the disty, you're working with the Kiev. You got to deal with, I mean, for us on our end, we don't, everything's raw material. We don't, like, you know, have the ability to just be like, oh, let's go to cultivation and grab some pounds and grab this, grab that. We got to source. And so then when we go test, sometimes shit could fail because of Kiev. Sometimes it could fail because of
Yeah,
flour.
tell me
Sometimes
about it,
this.
yep.
And so I could imagine it might be easier for y'all because it's like, all
Nah.
right, you know, at least we didn't pay for this pound. But like, it's tough, bro. And
No,
a lot of
for
people
sure.
don't understand that. And
They don't, man.
they don't, bro.
They
They just
don't
think it could
eat.
happen out of nowhere.
Even with the big companies, like that's what I recognize with True Leaf. That's what I reckon. You know, Glorious isn't humongous. They're big in the market. They're big in Michigan for sure, but you know they're not massive. But
They're not 13 billion.
no, and, but listen, all these, no matter how many billions you got problems.
Yo,
They
for real, you
all
got
have
more. You got
problems.
more problems.
Exactly, 100%, right?
Who
You
said
know,
that? More money, more problems.
Exactly, no, for
sir.
sure. So you know, like, just because you know we're huge and we have a big market share does not mean that it's easier for us to make moon rocks, and that's kind of been the biggest. It's literally funny we're talking about this because we haven't had it available in the market for quite a while, just because of some, you know, kinks that we have to work through to really perfect the process and make it so that we're still providing the same level of quality we were providing before, and it's just not hitting right
It's
now.
tough, bro. It
Yeah.
is very, very, very,
Yep. And
very tough.
Exactly. So yeah, it doesn't matter who you are, you're gonna have problems in the industry for sure. It's just how you overcome them.
No, yeah, I think I've learned a lot is that it's really about how you look at these problems head on and don't just say, fuck it, man, I guess we can't do moon rocks. Like, no, how do you tweak the process a little bit?
Of course.
Make it so that the shit never fails
Exactly.
and you're good.
That's the hardest part. Everyone know the moon rocks is hard to make because of the testing.
Testing, bro. Testing. You take flour, and people understand that a flour test and COA is not the same as a concentrate test where everything is like heightened
Yeah.
or highlighted, whatever the proper term is. And it's just we have so much flour and shit fail.
Yes.
We'll take a quick break and we'll get right back to it. All right, thanks for sticking with us through the break. This is Infused Influence on WICN 90.5. I'm your co-host, Trayvon. We got my co-host, Ulysses, with me.
Yeah.
And, of course, our special guest, Mike.
Thank you.
If you missed the first half of the episode, we were catching up about... We've kind of done this episode a little bit differently than most. We typically go to people's backgrounds, but we kind of got right into Mike's like immediate past with True Leave. And right now we're just working our way into the glorious conversation where he currently works at. And, of course, we're going to get into so much more about him. And as we were just discussing the glorious stuff in the moon rocks and making them, I mean, it is really tough when you try to put distillate, keef, and flour all into one product and test that for a pass.
Yeah.
And it's, again, for
I don't
us,
even think it's the testing, bro. You keep talking about the testing, bro. It's the process.
well, it's the process as well.
Process.
I
That
mean,
shit is
yeah.
manual as hell.
it's
It
a one
is.
person job. They got to have like a water bath for the distillate so that it stays warm. And you could do that. You got to have your bucket. It's literally, I feel like you're working in a kitchen. Like,
Yeah.
So you've seen them made at your facility?
I've seen them
So
made.
same shit. It's extremely manual.
Yes,
Yeah.
and a lot of waste. You
Yeah.
know, like it's a lot of waste. You know, so I definitely understand the process. I feel like if people saw the process, they would understand and appreciate the product a little more. It's not just like the flour, but even flour, right? It's a crazy process too, but you know, it's a little bit more direct. And yeah, the moon rocks is crazy. It's crazy. The first time I ever saw it made, I was just actually blown away because I didn't really think they were made that way. But I don't think I could share. All that.
nah, bro, it's a crazy product to make.
100%. I
And-
respect it.
And the market's different now because that's like now they got snowballs. That's
Yes.
kind of like,
Shit is
I don't want
whack,
to say the
bro.
antithesis to it, but
What'd
like,
you say?
That shit is whack.
I
dude.
think, bro. Thank
no,
you.
I think the same thing, but
I-
people
No,
love it.
no shade on anyone that makes them, bro. It's just
Oh, they
powdery
sell like
substance,
hot
man.
cakes in here,
If
bro.
you know,
It's
you
do
know.
they
insane.
really?
It's
They
stupid.
sell well.
They sell stupidly. I have to double up the order practically every
I
time.
had
we
no
order.
idea,
Wow.
bro. Wow.
It like we
Yeah.
get to the point where we have none on the floor, and Val looking at me like, "What are we doing?" And I'm like, "Oh shit,
So they sell faster than moon rocks.
absolutely,"
That's
because they're
good to know.
cheaper, and the like the
Uh-huh.
deals and shit like that. They're typically cheaper in any case.
So let's fucking make them, bro. They're much easier to make than fucking moon rocks.
Exactly.
It is.
That's
Like
why
it
they're
really
cheaper.
is. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
all you need is the isolate, and that's it. I mean, you know what? I'm no expert. You might need more than just the isolate. I really don't know, but just looking at
powdering
it, bro,
flour.
that's it, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, I've gotten that shit, and I've rolled it with gloves on because of like all that powder.
Oh,
It's
you
too-
tried it?
Absolutely. Well, like I mean, not necessarily the ones we got in store, but you know, I
You
got
liked it?
my connections. It was alright. Like it wasn't anything I had to like go out of my way to buy. It'd be like, yo, I'm gonna
Did you
spend an
get
extra
high?
$10. I mean, you know, I got the regular amount of high.
Stupid high.
So
I wouldn't
regular-
say stupid high, but
Did it
Yeah.
burn slower?
nah,
Did it taste better?
nah, just regular. Like to me, I'm
So
very
it was
much
a
like it's just
regular-
weed.
Regular
you feel me?
high for
Yeah,
something
bro.
like
I mean,
that.
like,
Sweet. I'm just.
I guess I could say it was like a little bit higher. You know what I'm saying? But like,
it was some extra Vaseline. on
that's
my
it,
lips.
bro. That's it. It's fucking stupid. So yeah, bro, the snowballs is going stupid out here, man.
That's
It's-
wild.
it.
No,
It's
no
crazy.
shade, bro. It's just it's not as
No, I mean, like,
it's not-
realistically,
Yeah.
she's not hurt. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
it's not the
Yeah.
bad bitch we know that is
Yeah.
Moon Rocks.
Nah,
That's what I'm
facts.
saying.
Second choice.
Yeah, the
Nobody
Moon
wants
Rocks-
second choice,
The Moon
bro.
Rocks got the flavor, got all, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, there's a
Right.
lot more to Moon Rocks
Right.
than some
Yep.
frosted.
No, Moon Rocks, the
but-
girl's not calling you back. That's what Moon Rocks are, man. Moon Rocks are the good ones that you want. You gotta come through and spend the money, though. You feel me? And like,
Facts.
I don't know. Maybe we should like. You guys ever see like those restaurants where they're like sometimes they make like the food right in the window, or like you know when you get like Auntie Anne's pretzels, you can see them doing that. We gotta have people make Moon Rocks on the sales floor, like that. When customers come by them, they're like, "Oh, so that's what you guys do?"
That'd
Nah,
be
I could buy it.
fire.
Granted, it'd probably be so stupid. You probably
be
can't do
fire.
that. But it would be kind of cool to let
Hey.
them see the process of what goes on just a little bit.
You been to Vegas? You been to Planet 13?
Nah.
They have
I've
something
heard
like
of that. I've heard of it.
So I just went for the first time, and it was pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, just to get the experience. But the one thing that I did find super dope about it is they had this area where you can watch how their gummies are made, and it's an automated process. They have robots and all that, and it's right like as you're walking into the dispo, so you
Yeah.
can see the whole process with the robots. It's pretty dope.
No, it's kind of sick. I
That
think
is
it really adds to the story of the store, the brand, and like
Yeah.
the marketing of it. And now it's like, all right, I know how this is made. I trust this. I'm gonna go buy it. Even those robots, I'm gonna go buy it.
Yeah, facts.
I
It-
trust them robots.
Shit is what it is, man. Shit is crazy. And so you mentioned that post True Leave, you landed with Glorious, and now you've been at
Yeah.
Glorious for like, damn, it feels like almost 3 years now.
Almost 3, exactly. Dang, man.
So-
Yes, shout out to this guy.
Tied in, bro.
You
Tied
been
in.
taking them out to lunch, bro?
Of course.
going
That's
out.
why.
Come on now.
We ain't going
That's
to
why
lunch.
he remembers all this.
We going to dinner.
We going to
You
dinner,
been-
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You be buying Ravon chicken nuggets and French fries.
Nah, you going to steak dinners. This
Yeah.
guy.
Let him know.
Yo,
man.
you got
You
him
be eating
eating
Wagyu.
steak?
I'm so serious, bro.
Yo, you seen those clips of fucking
Oh, man.
damn 50s? Why am I drawing a blank? Not
Tony
look-
Yayo.
Yeah.
Yo, that's my
Yeah,
favorite
that shit
shit
is
right
funny,
now,
bro. Yo, he's
Yeah,
like
I mean,
50
duck and turkey or whatever.
Yeah.
That's very vibe, bro. That's very vibe with these vendors taking
Yeah.
them out.
Bro.
I'm eating brisket.
Yo,
I'm
bro,
eating
bro,
brisket.
we go out and it's a time. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's a time.
It is.
Yeah.
It's been a minute though. We
No,
definitely.
it has, bro. I was
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
to Aaron yesterday. Aaron's like, bro, I got to get out there for like a day trip because you're a dad now. I was like, nigga, all we got to do is plan it. We could do a night.
Yeah.
We
Yup.
chillin'.
It is
Nah,
too much snow out here too. Ain't nobody will come out here with
I
all this
know,
damn snow.
I know.
Slipping out your driveway.
Yo,
and
for
shit.
real,
bro. It's not it.
Shout
That's
out to
not it.
Aaron though, man.
No, yeah, shout out to Aaron, bro. We got to
You
get
still
Aaron
with-
on the
you
show.
still with Solar?
Cresco.
Cresco?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, still Cresco. It's actually crazy.
Yep.
Really still slanging over there, bro. I
Yes,
respect
sir.
it. He's been there for
Doing
the whole, no, not the whole time.
Bro, he's
but
been there for a minute. Yeah.
Pretty much his whole tenure, bro.
Like that's one of them situations where you don't even gotta say how many years he's been. You just
It's
been there a
been-
minute.
That's
bro.
Aaron from Cresco, bro.
Been
Like
there,
no
bro.
bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nah,
it's,
that's
it's
up.
commendable.
Wait, so
For
was
sure.
he there before the merge or the acquisition of Cultivate?
Yeah, because Aaron's been there. I want to say so.
Yeah.
I think he came right after.
Or, like,
'Cause
right
he was
after?
at Apotho.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm trying to think
yeah,
of how
Mike
long
knows.
ago that was.
Shout out to my
Mike
guy
Nice.
Matt.
Yeah, he was at
Yeah, he
Apollo.
was at Apotho
Right
for
before
sure.
that, then
Yep.
yeah.
Word.
So ever since, he's just been slanging, bro.
Nah, for sure.
It's hilarious.
That's my guy, man.
Oh yeah, we link up for like I don't even know what to properly call it, but in terms of just when we all go out, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
Man, it's just a get together. That's what it is.
Boys
you know?
outside. That's,
Yeah, you know.
Shout out to Davis. Shout out to Shayla.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
what's
saying?
up.
For real, shout out to the good ones.
You know who I got introduced to? It's a lady from Peyton introduced me to her. You buy from her, bro, and I don't even know her name.
The lady that I buy from.
Yeah. And just for our audience, these are all people of color that Rayvon fucks with in the industry.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Like every single person that he just mentioned.
Yeah. No, yeah. Shout out.
Yo,
Yo,
for
Black
real,
History
real.
Month, bro. Shout out to all my niggas. You
Yeah,
feel me?
for real.
Shout out to all the black
That's what
folks
this-
out there.
That's what this
Real
means.
shit.
Absolutely, brother.
And this just naturally happened too.
Naturally, bro.
I gotta throw it
Naturally,
out
you feel me? I don't go out my way looking for these niggas. You feel me? It just happens, bro. It just happens.
So it's a black lady that Peyton introduced me to because she's moving to
Black
Worcester.
woman that I buy from.
I can go dig in the crates for her name, bro. But I was like, yeah, I don't know this lady. She was like, yeah, I fuck with Rayvon. I was like, oh, that's what's up.
Oh man, I'm
So
so.
it warmed my heart a little bit, bro.
Is it Kiki? But she's not a seller. Is it Chantel? I'm trying to think. Oh man, I feel so bad that I'm drawing this blank.
Yeah,
right
nah,
now.
I'll figure it out off air, bro. I just for the audience,
But
I had
either
to
way,
had to
black
let
woman, I respect
yeah,
it. I respect
for
it. You
real.
feel me?
We had to let the audience know, bro. For real.
For real.
That is hilarious. But yeah, I mean, as it goes to show, as you kind of mentioned, with the transition from True Leaf to Glorious, and just you've been in this industry for a while, you can kind of understand how relationships grow and fester out of just a regular 9 to 5, out of just like the sending emails and talking to each other. Like I remember Aaron, for me, as you know already, but maybe for some of the people listening, like I know this nigga since high school.
Yeah.
We sat
That's
next to each other
wild.
because his last name is Williams.
Yeah.
Every day for 4 fucking years.
Yo,
I sat
that's
next to Aaron.
wild.
You feel me? We
Yeah,
never
I
had
forgot
a class
about that.
together or nothing, but it was just I
Yeah.
sat next to this nigga, and then one day I see him at an event, like
I was there.
at Nikkei. Yeah, I see this nigga at Nikkei. Like, what are you doing there? Yeah.
Nah, because we was
We walked into each other.
It
Yeah.
was me and Aaron. We were walking. Rayvon peeped me, so we were about to say what's up, and then he seen Aaron next to me.
I'm like, Aaron, what's this nigga doing here?
it was like a whole
Yeah, bro.
reunion.
And from there, it's been up. And from there, I was like, oh, bro, like, again, it's one of those things, like, I don't even know who you work with, send me a menu type shit. You feel me?
Facts.
Like, you're the homie from fucking high school,
From
bro.
high
What's
school,
the word?
bro.
What are we doing?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And ever since, I mean, it's just been homies taking care of each other. So it's dope to see. It's
Nah, that's what's
a
up.
real full circle, and it's lovely. And then it's a little bit of competition from here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you guys sell similar products, sometimes you guys don't. But, like,
Yeah.
either way, at the end of the night, this nigga's having fun. So
Yeah,
that's,
we
that's
blessed to
dope
be
see.
here. At the end of the day, that's really what it is. We blessed to be here for sure.
Nah, and it's crazy because I know we're only talking about the actual market. I know you've got so much more to tell us about this market and more.
Yeah.
And so going more into like your glorious tenure at the moment. I mean, you've been there for, like you said, about 3 years now.
Yep.
What's kind of something that you could say that you've taken away from your time, like within this industry? Or, you've worked wholesale for like 2 big businesses. What's something you've kind of learned from this?
Damn, that's a great question.
That is a great
That
question.
is a really good question, and I'm on the spot too. But honestly, the biggest thing for me, right, is we were talking about it, like minorities in the industry. Being Puerto Rican, like I said earlier, I'm just blessed to be here, right? So it's like being able to share the knowledge that I have that I've learned from True Leave and Glorious. Being in the market, the relationships with the CEOs, different owners and groups, and I feel like that's what I really pride myself on, is being able to share that information, because I feel like nowadays, even more than ever, people are stingy with with education
With
and
information,
information.
bro.
Yeah, like you can
Hoarding.
go get it yourself, and we all know
Right.
that, right? But it's like, why can't you put me on to something? At the end of the day, to me, there's no reason to be stingy. Like, I'm making money, I'm gonna make money regardless. Like, that's just who I am. So why would I make it harder for you? I would love to make it easier for you, regardless of who you are, especially if you're a minority. So that's really what I pride myself on, right? And I really just want to share as much information as possible and help as many people transition to the industry as possible,
Yeah, no, that's dope. We'll definitely have a lot to talk about on that front as we get into next week's episode. We'll definitely pick up on this.
For sure.
Beautiful answer.
Very good. You guys have just been infused. Peace, peace. All right. Oh, damn. That was 28 minutes. I mean, 27.
Oh,
My
that's
bad.
hilarious. All good. All good.
It's supposed to be 28, right?
28, yeah,
That's
yeah.
all right. That's all right. That was cool. All right, so we are back on the mix here. And did you guys talk about the games?
No.
No?
Nah. The games
But you got to
is
be
one-
familiar with the game, bro.
Which games?
Oh, Div.
Yeah, I don't know if there are too many videos. I hit the socials. It was really Colin's video that sparked mad shit. But we played too many games in between the episodes.
Okay.
Games that I actually think you should be pretty good at, bro. No bullshit. You shouldn't worry
Let's
at all.
hope.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Now I gotta live up to the hype.
hey man. I'm signing checks. You gotta cash. And so we got two. Do them in any order you'd like. First is the guess the weight game. As you see, we got a nice, beautiful bag of buds over there. You gotta guess how much weight's in that. I think you could do that.
I might be close.
After that, we have the strain name game, and it's how many strains can you name in 60
I
seconds?
saw Shayla's episode.
Yes,
Yeah.
Shayla got up there.
Shayla, I love you. I'm gonna
Trey,
beat
yo,
you.
Shayla's like top 5, no bullshit. Shayla, she
Bro,
touched 30.
I think she's top 3, bro.
Like her and Gerald are tied. Number
Yeah.
1 is Kyle and I.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle and I
yeah.
got like 37 each.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's 37.
37 is number 1, and then Shayla and Gerald each got 31 or like 32. They each got like the same number,
Okay.
and those are like I think the only 4. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry if I'm missing any, but I think those are the only 4 who've touched 30.
30, yeah.
Okay. And how long do you have?
60 seconds.
60 seconds. All right, bet. Yeah,
You want to
that's
start with
dope.
that?
So yeah, whatever game you want to start with, I'm gonna set a
Oh,
timer the
man.
moment you
Alright,
start
let me-
speaking.
All right. As soon as I start naming strains,
So
I'll
as
start
soon as you
timestamps.
start going.
All right. First class funk, GMO, banana OG, root beer float, Kush, LA Confidential, Hercules. Man, now of course this is gonna happen. White Widow, Berry White, Blue Dream, White Cherry Gelato, Lemon Cherry Gelato, Cookies, White Runts, Pink Runts, Gumbo, LA Kush Cake. Oh man,
You're doing pretty good.
G25 Dosey Do, Grandpa's RPG, Gary Payton,
You got it, bro. Keep
Blackberry
going.
Gelato, Blueberry Haze, Super Silver Haze, Trop Cherry, Chocolate OG, Obama Runts.
Nice, bro.
28.
28, that's pretty
Close
good,
enough.
bro.
I was
28.
spinning.
Yeah, that's probably top 5, bro.
Yeah, no, 28 is not bad, bro. It's
I'm
definitely
honestly
top 5.
labeling all my favorite strains too. I think that's the problem.
I mean, it's funny because you can kind of tell when someone opens up from the gate hot. And you hear the strains that like they either fuck with or the strains that they know.
All right.
You feel me?
Right.
For me, getting 37, I'm like, bro, I buy weed, so all I do is see strain names all day
Yeah.
long.
Yeah,
All I have to
yeah.
do is go through every different cultivator I know and just say all their strains
100%.
type shit.
Yeah, that sounds easy though, because I'm thinking the same thing. I see strain names all day long too,
Right.
but it's just
No, it blinks, bro. It blinks.
for
The other
mad
dude
fun.
who had 38, shout out to Kyle, or 37, whatever the number is, shout out to Kyle. He prepared a list. This nigga, like he was like,
Wait,
if I'm
who
gonna
was he with again?
Can Alive.
can't. Okay.
The
He-
white boy?
Yeah. He
With
was-
long hair?
Not necessarily long hair.
No, he had the suspenders on?
Suspenders,
Oh,
yes, sir.
okay,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Suspenders. That's mad funny.
Bro came prepared.
Oh, dude, he had a list. He was like, bro, if I'm gonna say runts, I'm gonna say white runts, pink runts, black runts, Obama runts, blue runt. Like, he knew all of it. He's like, if I say gelato, are we counting all the phinos? Do all those count?
Shout
But,
out to my guy, man. Dang, that's
yeah,
crazy.
that is hilarious.
You know?
I don't.
Oh, word, yeah.
Suspenders, Kyle. Trust me, if you'd see him if you
We
know
don't
him if you
buy
knew
from
him.
him, do we?
No,
don't,
actually,
right?
no. We it's another situation where like he was somewhere else, and I was like, listen, bro, wherever you go, hit me up next. So
Yeah, yeah.
even though we still don't buy from them, but
Yeah,
still
yeah.
the homie.
Nah, for real. Word. All right. Well, this is next for the audience. Echo, relax. This ain't for you, bro.
Bro, yeah, he got excited. Bro.
Yeah. It's a big bag right here. Hopefully the label's not on it. We got Blue Dream. Yeah, you guys can't see the weight.
That looks fire too.
Yeah, bro. So this is for you. Rayvon makes a guess as well.
Low key, I can't make this guess. I know exactly how much this weighs.
Do you really?
You do?
Yeah,
No, you don't.
I should. I mean, I'll say
All
my
right.
guess after him. But
All right,
like,
that's good. There's no way you. Oh,
it was a little bit heavier than what the number I want to say is, but I still know what it is.
you do?
Yeah.
All right, so how about you give yours first?
Me first?
Yeah.
I
You
got
want him to go first?
Yeah, he's got to go
All right,
first.
bet.
Are we going in pounds, right?
Pounds,
We're
grams,
going
whatever you want to do.
grams. Yeah, we usually always do grams.
Okay. So that's gonna. I'm gonna say this is about 1,400 to 1,500 grams.
You gotta be precise, bro. Because we do the over under.
Gotta be
you know
precise.
What I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna say like 1,500 grams.
1,500.
Give or take.
Okay.
I'm going to say 1816. 1,800, 16 grams.
All right, I'm gonna have you both guess again because you're both wrong.
Whoa.
I'm going to say 1,800.
1,800 your answer?
Yeah.
All right, one more. This is hard, This is hard.
Let's do 2,200.
Okay. Now you guys got me second guessing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because you both went higher and it's lower. It's
Really?
It's lower.
1360.
13. I knew it was way more than
They've
a pound,
already
for
taken
sure.
off 1360.
1360. This
That's-
came directly from Sheldon, and I took the sticker off of it that said 1360.
Hey, my first guess was 1,400.
It was.
Right,
It
right,
was.
right.
13. So that's 3 pounds.
Does that make sense?
That means, yeah, well,
Yeah.
we bought 4 pounds of that, so I figured that was the original bag of 4 pounds.
Oh, wow.
That means that they already broke off a pound for something else.
Oh, okay.
Just 1360 is 2 grams off of 3 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm
Okay.
measuring it in pounds. I know. I'm like, I know what 1 pound looks like.
Right.
So I'm like,
It's
Yeah,
a little more than a pound,
I
bro.
probably would have guessed 5. To be
Five?
real, bro.
those
Maybe
are some big nugs.
They
yeah.
are big, but it's probably it's got some density to them. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They're not like super fluffy. But yeah, some blue dream.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
that might be the next run of moon rocks.
Oh, word? Oh, that's what's up.
That's why they might have taken off a pound.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a dope game though. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's
Not
been
bad.
fun, bro. It's crazy because we have like either we'll do like an old school Ziploc with like you know what I mean, like fucking 14 grams or something massive
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean?
I seen
Like,
Shayla's. Yeah, so I knew right away when you pulled that out.
He
Bro.
was like,
no
oh, shit, I
doubt.
know what we're doing here.
yeah. No, that's cool. That's what's up. Well, good job, guys. You know what I mean? I'm gonna clap it up for Mike again for getting to 28.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, no, for sure. So yeah, Rayvon was saying before, like we run back the session again for the radio.
For
You
sure.
know what I mean? So we just kind of start off like it's brand new. And for our internet listeners, you guys know what to do. All right.
What up, y'all? You're now listening to Infused Influence, where we're infused by weed culture, cannabis business, and its politics through conversations with special guests. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well enough, bro. So you know what you're doing.
Well, that's what's up. Welcome back to Infused Influence. I'm your host, Ulysses, and we got special guest in the house today. Rayvon is here, though. What's up, Rayvon?
Hello, young man. How you doing, sir?
How are you, bro? How are you?
I'm gonna say 8.1.
Ooh, a little uptick.
I lost the game, but that's okay.
A little uptick.
You know, it happens. It happens.
You're always
Simply
good when you're
happens.
around weed, bro. You're looking at that big ass bag of weed over there. You're like, all right,
Listen,
I'm ready
bro,
to smoke. When I'm done here.
Itching for a blunt. Right now, you feel me?
Facts.
Oh, that's what's
But,
up.
yeah, that's dope.
What we got today, bro?
Today we've got Mike back. Welcome back to the show, bro.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
Mike.
The Mike.
D.
of
Mike.
course.
Try his
Appreciate
last
you,
name,
man.
bro.
Flattered.
Cuevas.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
good
see,
enough.
you got
Come
it,
on,
bro.
bro.
My
I got a
guy.
little bit of a Hispanic influence in me from time to time. You feel me?
You look Hispanic, bro.
He looks
dude,
Dominican,
I
bro.
get
He
it all
looks like
day.
Big Papi's
You
son,
look
bro.
Dominican. I get it all the time. I just say, no, papi, I know Dominican, I black. And it really throw him off, man. It really throw him off. But for those listeners who didn't catch last week's episode, we had Mike here, and we talked a lot about the legal market. We talked about his experiences at True Leave and currently at Glorious, where he's still every day selling shit. I mean, the selling process for us is funny too. I don't even have to talk to this nigga sometimes. I just place my
Don't.
Mm-hmm.
order in Apex, send it on this day, and
know
we're
what's
good.
coming.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's nice and easy. And so with that in mind, I'd kind of like to go a little bit deeper into your cannabis history, experiences, and knowledge. And also just like your current cannabis usage. We haven't talked much about your consumption, and I know you could smoke a good blunt, that's for sure. So you know,
Appreciate it.
getting back into it, like what first got you even into cannabis?
Yeah, I mean, you know, really my brother and my cousins, I don't know, that's probably like a typical thing for certain families, especially in the East Coast, as minorities too, you know. I feel like cannabis is, ever since I can remember, it's kind of been in my family. Even before I knew what it was, like that different smell, you would smell your uncle smoking in the back of the house. You're
Yep.
like, what's Uncle James smoking?
It's called
you
it's
know?
a skunk out there.
Yeah, right. So rest in peace, Uncle James. Though he's one of those
R.I.P..
ones that, like, you know, I would see him pulling up with the little Dutch rolled up, and I always thought it was like a cigar or cigarette. But I found out later it was definitely
definitely
a blunt.
some blunt.
It was
That's some
weed,
fire
bro.
too.
Yeah.
But yeah. So my brother and my cousins really were the ones who kind of exposed me to it. A little bit younger maybe than I should have been. You know, I really started smoking when I was like 14 years old, but really, you know, it was also some trauma. You know, I lost my biological father when I was 14. So like,
Sorry to hear that, bro.
no, I appreciate you. You know, as soon as that kind of happened was when I picked up cannabis. It was like right. So to me, it was like a blessing because that really like helped me get through all of that. And you know, that's kind of what I always fell back onto. But that was really where it all started for me. You know, since the early memories, just you know, having uncles, cousins, you know, seeing my brothers, you know, huddle up in the back of the house, not knowing what they doing, but you could smell the skunk, you know.
How did you get your first you know, first time? Like, did they
first
invite you one
taste.
day? I was gonna say your
It
first
was
taste. Yeah.
Chiba.
Nah, for real. So the funniest thing is my earliest memory, right, was one Christmas. I was 14 years old. It was that Christmas. My brother, we were in my dad's apartment, and my brother was in the bathroom, and he had the shower on, and I started smelling. At this time, I already knew what it was, right? So I'm like smelling the weed, and for some reason, he just invited me in to come kick it with him. But like really didn't want me to smoke, but I was just like, let me hit it, let me hit it, let me hit it. And he's like, you don't even know how to hit this, bro. You're not even gonna inhale it. He was so right. I hit it, didn't even inhale it. And then that's like my earliest memory, you know, and we always still laugh about that to this day. But, you know, after that, it was really like, you know, just one random day with a cousin. We were walking down the street in New Haven, Connecticut, you know, and, you know, in New Haven, you know, some of the areas out there, you know, there's a lot of litter, and a lot of it tends
Yeah,
to be
bro.
paraphernalia, as
Yeah.
we all know. So I'm looking at the blunt wrap, and he looks at me. He's like, "You ever smoked before?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I've smoked." I never really, you know, I didn't
Sorta,
really
kinda.
inhale it like that. So and then, bro, immediately we were walking towards the house. He turns around. We go to the gas station. He buys a blunt. We go to the house. We roll up. Fried. Fried. And ever since then, it's been up.
Yo, that's what's up, bro.
No, that's dope,
Yeah.
bro.
Yo, did you so you grew up in New Haven. Shayla, she's from
Windsor.
Windsor, right? Yeah, yeah.
Well,
So you didn't know
yeah.
her.
Well, no, it's funny. Yeah, I didn't know her growing up, but we made that connection after, and it was
Absolutely.
hilarious.
Y'all around the same age?
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
We're around the same
where?
age too,
Yeah, she's cool, bro.
Yeah, what's even funnier is like I was born in New Haven, but I also lived in Windsor too.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that's
half
what I thought you
my
said.
life.
Hartford.
Yeah.
Hartford.
Yep.
right?
Yeah, Hartford, Windsor. Exactly.
Oh, so you didn't know her then?
Nope, I didn't know her.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I only went to elementary school out there, and then like from elementary school, that's when I kind of really went to New Haven after that, and like started middle school there.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
But I've always been, you know, I have family in both areas, so it's always back and forth, you know.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And so after that first time smoking, or not even the first time. Well, actually, I got to go back and say, by the way, in the bathroom with the shower running is mad funny.
On
Bro.
Christmas, bro.
On Christmas.
Right? On
Christmas.
On Christmas,
Yo,
bro.
we
got
had
the whole
left-
family at the crib.
Because it's like my parents were split up, right? So it's like we had just left my mom's crib from doing the gift. So now that I look back on it, it's like my brother was itching to get out that crib to smoke that blunt.
How old was he?
My brother is 35.
So how old was he then?
He had to have been like 17 or something like
Oh,
that.
so you're like 4 years apart?
Yeah, we're 5 years apart.
years
Yeah, yep. Yeah, so he was somewhere around there, 18, something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Well, that's what's
Oh,
up.
so he was really looking at you like, yo, you're a young boy. You don't know what you're doing. Right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna still put you on though, real quick.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. With respect, though, I'll give him that, you know, because like he definitely wasn't like being dumb with it. I remember being annoying, and he was just like, here. I think he was hoping for me to hit the blunt and then cough my lungs out and never want to smoke again. Really.
Or at least, well, at least if you have interest, then you have a resource. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like that's
like
one of the biggest
100%.
things that I've noticed over the years, that people that have older siblings, because same thing with me. I got 3 older sisters, and they all fuck with weed, bro.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, it'd be a lot different if I was, like, venturing outside, not knowing.
Yes.
But, like, you got close corridors with family.
Facts,
And
yeah.
even some parents, man. Like, one of my good friends' mom used to let us chill at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, looking back at it, I'm like, yo, those are the resources that are favorable,
Yes.
you know? Because
Yep.
otherwise you could... You end up in a wrong situation, not having
100%.
close people to you like that's cool with it. You know what I mean?
No, the probability is a lot higher if you get into some trouble or
Right, bro.
Yeah,
or just
Astronomically
yeah,
high.
bro. Yeah.
Yep.
Or
No,
just
that's a great
fucking off
point.
with the wrong shit, bro. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
a great point.
you never
yeah,
know, bro.
for sure.
And so, at what point were you like, "Fuck it, I need to know how to roll myself. I got to go out, like get this shit myself." And
That's funny. I mean, it kind of happened right away. So like that summer of me being 14, transitioning into what would be my like freshman year into high school, I was with my family the whole time. Like my cousins and my brothers, we just balled out that whole summer. So pretty much it was like from that moment on, it was just like every single day, like smoking, rolling up, like, you know, so we did the whole thing, right? Like I remember my uncle left, he left us the house, and me and my cousin, we literally sat at the kitchen table and we just started rolling up blunts.
Yeah.
Like and then like at one point we were so high, like we caught ourselves sitting at the kitchen table for like 6 hours.
just doing nothing, bro.
I swear.
Those are the good days, man.
Those are
Those are the
good
great
days,
No,
fucking
for real,
days,
bro.
man.
No, for real. It's some of the best memories for
You know,
sure.
yeah, and I can see them being like, "Yeah, bro, like you're gonna roll. Like
Yeah.
we're not just gonna roll for you all the time.
Yep.
You're gonna learn."
No, that's exactly what happens,
Yeah.
man. Yep, my cousin Will. That's exactly what he did, bro. He put everything in front of me, and he was like, "You're gonna figure this out until you get it right."
You know what, bro? It's the
so-
classic analogy of like, you know, you could lead a horse to water and he'll drink, or like, you know,
Yeah.
lead a man to fish, he'll fish for a day, whatever.
Yeah.
Teach him how to fish, do that shit
Exactly.
for a lifetime.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Something like that, right?
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Well, you,
You know what
gotta
I'm
think
saying?
about it too. Like now that I look back at this, like I'm already smoking their weed, their hard-earned cash. You know what I mean? So it's like you better roll up.
No, you better do what you gotta do, bro.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do it all for you.
We ain't gonna look at you and say, bro, just because you're a kid or younger than niggas, that it's
Yeah,
okay.
nah.
Like you're old enough to know you're a family member. Like
Yep.
we ain't holding off for you like that.
Nah,
respectfully, of course.
Respectfully, for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I want to be the same way with my siblings if or when they ever come into weed, which they're not really choosing to. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
You know
your
what I mean?
siblings are like 25, bro.
Yo, yeah, bro, yeah. I got a brother who's 25. You don't smoke, you don't drink. I'm like, bro, when you want to smoke a blunt, let me know.
Yo, he's
Like,
past that.
He
Yeah.
is, but I gotta.
Has
be
he
there.
tried it?
No.
Really?
Oh, so it's gonna happen one day.
You think so? Bro, I
I
feel like
it's gonna
he's
happen,
far
man.
beyond.
You'd be surprised, bro.
I,
What
no,
do you
bro,
think? What do you
I'm
think?
hoping so, bro. I've had him at the crib. I'm smoking in front of him. I'm like,
See, the
want
thing is,
blunt?
though, I think he would try it, but not smoking. He might fuck with edibles.
An
bro.
edible, maybe,
You know what I'm
Yeah, do
saying?
that.
Like,
maybe. I might have to do that for him.
on some
Yeah.
real shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, yeah, you'd be surprised who's willing to try cannabis, like
Right, but
after
just-
a certain experience.
but just not smoking, though, bro.
Yes,
Like,
no, that's a really good
You know what
point,
I'm
too,
saying?
'cause
Like,
I-
that is
yeah.
such a nostalgic, like, I mean, we all fucking, you know what I mean? Like, teenage years, college, and I feel like once you get beyond that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you are really gonna try cannabis for some ailment, like sleep
Yeah, exactly.
or fucking pain,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
not gonna be smoking.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
no, I don't think my brother sits around thinking about how he could get violently high.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
You just be burning him down, bro, just right in front of him, bro.
yeah, he just wouldn't care.
Hey, that's dope though. He's just going through
Yeah.
life.
No, I look at him like,
You
wow,
know,
man,
that's
way to
dope.
not take on peer pressure.
Does he
Like,
judge you?
No. Well,
No.
I mean, not more than the usual.
If he-
No,
is
he's
he
my
like,
little
"Ew."
brother. Yeah, he just be looking at me stupid.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
used to actually help me out. OD, like
With
some
your
shit
mom?
that,
Yeah,
like some shit that I
yeah.
don't even know if I want my mom to ever hear.
Yeah.
But like,
Put it on wax,
shout
bro.
out,
Let
shout
it
out
out.
to Lil
Let
bro.
it out, bro.
Always letting me know what the word was.
Yeah.
Oh, mom's
What's
home in
the
the living
temperature?
room right now,
What's
bro.
the temperature?
Alright, bet. Let me stay out for a little bit longer. Oh, mom went to bed. Bet.
Yeah,
I'm coming
let's go.
home. I'm gonna be a fool. So,
Unlock
you
the
know,
door. Leave the door unlocked. I don't have to knock.
Facts.
Nigga, you feel me? You feel me?
Crack the window, bro.
Yeah,
You feel me,
yeah.
bro? So
Put that Febreze near the door.
shout out
son.
to all the resources you've ever had. You feel me? This nigga don't smoke, but he knew how to take care of a
Yeah,
motherfucker,
it
bro.
goes both ways. The older and the younger,
That's
bro.
how it goes, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how it
what's
goes. I
up.
mean, that's why family ties is important.
Facts.
And
what's
so,
up.
you know, you mentioned being 14 and smoking with your cousins and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And something I know about you is that after middle school, I know you did high school in Germany. And
Yo,
so,
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yo, kind
Yeah.
of crazy, right? It's a huge segue, big jump.
It's everyone's reaction, by the
It's
way.
like, what?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I remember when you told me, and then like by the time time we were 3 minutes into the story, I was like, all right, this is normal now because the rest of this shit's kind of crazy. And so a question I kind of have for you is that, like, you know, as you're so young and you get into cannabis and now you like move across almost, you could say, the globe.
Wait,
Yeah.
What was the cannabis like for you?
time out. Why did you move across the globe, bro?
Yeah, so you know, my stepdad, who has been married to my mom since I was like 10 years old, he's been in the military ever since I can remember.
Gotcha, bro.
Since
Yep.
you know 9/11, all that stuff. So like, you know, the military just moved us around for whatever positions they needed him to be in, and Montana just ended up being, you know, one of those places that they offered, and my parents kind of accepted because they did like the change of scenery and they like that area. So that's what I mean, did I say Montana or Germany? I'm
You
sorry,
said
Germany.
Montana, bro.
Yeah, we ended up being in Montana too. So,
Yeah.
which is crazy because it's just like everywhere in the world they end up just dropping people. But yeah, Germany, they ended up, you know, shipping us over there, and it was wild.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I constantly wonder, like, what's the cannabis like there over there?
I'm gonna be real. Europe has really good weed.
Really
For
good weed.
sure. The weed there was amazing. Like, ever since the earliest, you know, I still remember the first joint I ever smoked there. It was called Orange Bud.
How the hell did you get it, bro? Was your brother there too?
Nah, because my brother was, you know, he was doing his own thing. You know, he was kind of involved in like the street life and all that. So he kind of took his own route.
Oh yeah, because he was a little older than you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So really, you know, I was like an only child getting sent out there. But yeah, I don't know. One day I was like walking from, we had off-campus lunch, and I lived really close to the school, and the school was on a base. And I'm walking, and I see this dude and this other dude like huddled up behind a building, and they see me, and they just say, "What up?" And I'm like, "What up?" And I see the joint. I'm like, "Oh yeah, y'all smoking?" And they just offered to smoke me up. And the funniest thing is like I'm on my way back to school, right? Like the bell's gonna ring in like 10 minutes.
Wait, what grade were you in?
This freshman year.
Freshman year?
Yeah. Bro, I smoked this joint. I was fried because I hadn't smoked in months.
Right.
I hadn't seen, you know, so it's like I was fried. And I remember being back in school. I'm like, this was my first time. I didn't think it through, right? Like, it was my first time being in class, in school, faded. And I just didn't think it through until I got there. And I'm like, heart beating. And I'm on a military base. So like, all this paranoia just came through. And I'm
Damn,
like, yeah.
they're coming to get you, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
No, real.
Wait, so what ended up? You know what? Let's take a quick break. Then we'll jump right back into it.
Welcome back to Infused Influence. Thanks for sticking with us through the break. This is Ray Vaughn. I'm co-host. We've got Ulysses as well. And of course, we've got Mike. This is
Yeah, Mike,
WYCN 90.5. You know how we rocking. If you missed the first half, we were just talking about Mike's experience with cannabis from, you know, being with your cousins, being with your brothers and your
In
siblings.
the States, in the streets of Connecticut.
In the streets of Connecticut.
And
you
now
feel
he's
me?
in a fucking military base
Yeah.
in Germany.
Nah, he's in
bro.
Germany.
People don't get that, right?
Yeah,
It's
that
like
shit is
going
wild.
from New Haven to Hartford.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
fuck
what?
that.
No, and then Montana. I mean, I know there couldn't have been
Montana
many Puerto Ricans
between.
out there, bro.
There was none.
But
There was none. I only knew 3 black people when I was out there.
That's crazy.
And
Wait,
I-
so did you get caught on the military base though? Did they question you at all?
Yo, great question. I never got caught.
Yo, that's what's up.
I never
That's
got
what's
caught.
up.
Thank
That's all that
God
matters.
I never got. I came really close a couple times, and you know, shout out to my mom. My mom, you know,
Covered up for you?
yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to moms, bro.
shout out to
Shout out to
moms,
moms.
bro.
I love that. Nah, for
She
real,
gets a
bro.
big shout out for that.
That's
for
dope.
real,
She's
bro.
probably gonna hate that I say that.
Yeah.
But
Nah, bro.
you gotta let
that's
them
what's
know, you
up.
know.
Gotta let them know. You feel
That's
me?
what's up,
For real.
dude. What about your stepdad, bro? Was he like?
Yeah, it's a funny situation because like I mean, obviously, you know, he's overseas working for the Army every day, so he was kind of really focused. And, you know, I did have that trust in my parents. I never did anything crazy. I was never that type of kid that, like, you
Right.
know, I always listened to my parents. I respected my parents. They were they raised me well. They always treated me really good. So it was never like I was doing anything wild, so they never had anything to worry about. It's just my mom caught on because, you know, my mom's a very protective mom, you know, Puerto Rican mother. They don't play around. They can look at you and know something's wrong.
Right.
And she was like, your eyes are so low all the time and all this stuff. But she didn't want to say anything to my stepdad because she didn't know how he was going to react.
Yeah,
And on top of that, in Germany, like this happened to a couple people out there, but if you got caught with cannabis, it didn't matter if it was a gram or what it was, they're shipping your ass back to the States.
Right.
And if your parent wasn't of a high enough rank that they were really needed there and it
Right.
mattered, they were getting their ass shipped back too.
From a military base.
From a yeah.
So you know kids that got bagged, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Bro, I watched this kid get bagged right before I was supposed to meet up with him.
Yo, that's wild.
Yeah. And the crazy thing
This
is
a real
like,
story?
yeah, you want me? I mean, it's like I don't want to take up too much time.
Nah,
but it's
bro,
like,
this is
bro,
what
this
this is
time's all
for,
for you,
bro.
man.
yeah, no, he knows I got the stories,
Yeah, yeah.
bro, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's just like I told you, we had off-campus lunch, so a lot of the stoners, we would smoke off lunch. But the way that this base worked was it wasn't the actual base where they worked out of. This was just a residential base.
Right.
So it wasn't fully locked down. Like,
Right.
they didn't have the checkpoints and all that. So we were able to, you know, walk quickly from school off the base to smoke a little bit and then
Yeah.
come back before, you know.
Yeah.
And that's how we really dodged the military police,
Right.
because they wouldn't go off base. If we're off base, they're not fucking with us. So one day, I'm walking off base to go smoke, and my guy, he was just like, yeah, like he has some piff, but I already have some, so I'm like, I don't really need it, but when I'm done on the way back, I'll cop up, right? Like,
Yeah.
And I was just trying to help him out too, because I have my own shit. So we smoked, we're on our way back, and there was this place, we called it the Gazebo. And it really was the dumbest spot ever. I don't know why he chose this spot, but it's this huge gazebo kind of in the middle of these like apartment buildings
Right.
that all these military families live in. We're
Right.
talking officers, all that. So bro was posted up at this gazebo smoking a joint, but also trying to serve people there. And someone saw him and they must have called. The crazy thing is though, is like out there, it's not regular police, it's military police, right? But like with the cannabis stuff, because this is like 2010, so it's still kind of serious out there,
Right.
especially when you're on federal property. They're not playing games. Bro, they were pulling up like the Army's FBI, which is called CID, Criminal Investigations Department. Those are the people that were bagging these dudes.
Too much, bro.
So we're walking by, freshly faded. I'm looking at this dude. Next thing you know, bro, as we're like approaching, and I just see all these black shirts and suits and
Right.
military police just whoop, and they just bag, bro. And I swear to you on everything I love, we never saw a kid again.
Yo, it's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Never saw a kid
It's
again.
insane.
Like,
That
we
is-
know he got shipped out. Like,
Yeah. His family too?
I don't know about his family because I think his parents were civilians. Because a lot of the people that also lived there, their parents were government contractors.
Mm-hmm.
So I think his parent was a government contractor, so they weren't as affected. But if his parent was in the army and they weren't of high enough ranking, their parent would have faced some type of troubles as well too. Because that was one thing that my stepdad always told me. He's like, you can do whatever you want, bro, but don't get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, don't ruin my career. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I took that really seriously too. So
I mean, seeing a nigga get bagged as you're on your way to get a bag
Bro.
is
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
What?
crazy. And he was
Crazy.
zooted at the
Yeah.
time too.
Yeah.
But
And I
this
could
is after
imagine-
school,
we're on our way back to school from lunch.
so you fresh off for him, bro.
Yeah.
I know you were
Fresh
sitting
off
in
it.
class like, yo, what the fuck just happened,
Bro,
bro?
all of us were tripping out, bro.
And
Tripping
he said he'd never see Brody again,
Said
bro.
never seen
That
Brody
shit is
That's actually
crazy. No,
hilarious.
nothing, bro. Not even the IG message, fucking Facebook.
So like I seen him on
I
Facebook.
bet. Okay.
But it's like, you know, it's like we never. I would have loved to sat down and talk to bro.
Right,
Like,
right.
Yo, what happened?
right.
But I think they do that on purpose.
Right.
So that you're more scared. You're not going back to people and being like, oh, this is what happened.
Right.
And you know what I mean? So because they did not allow him to come back anywhere near that base after that.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story.
Bro, that wasn't happening to me. I'll tell you that.
That's messed up, man. That's messed up.
So how many years did you do in Germany?
4 years.
Oh, so you finished your high school
I
there?
finished high school there.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. It was,
So,
it was a great
You
experience.
finished high school there and you came back to college in Southern Florida.
Yeah, so I went back to Montana, because in between all of this, you know, moving from Connecticut, we had a little bit of time in Montana. So what the military does is 98% of the time, unless you have another place you want to go, they ship you back where you originally came from. So my parents were cool with Montana, so they're like, "Bet we're going back to Montana." So I spent a little time there, and that's where I really started formulating my plan to go to school in Florida and all that.
Was weed out in Montana?
Yeah, they got some good weed out there, man.
Good weed
They
out in
definitely got some
Montana.
good weed out
Okay.
there. I mean, there's farmers, man. Those are some of the best farmers in the world.
Yeah, fair.
You know, and so and these people, like, I didn't realize this obviously because we're from the East Coast. We don't know nothing about nowhere else other than the East Coast. You know where our families are from, and maybe
Yep.
Florida a little bit, or the West Coast. But like we don't know much about the in between. They were really involved in cannabis from early on. You know, you have a lot of people that have been growing weed for years in a little hut inside of the mountains. You know, So it was a great experience because they definitely know what to do when they grow weed for sure.
No, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say something disrespectful. I'll keep it cool. But you know, those people growing weed, I respect it if they're doing some good shit.
Yeah.
And so, weed in college, was you hitting up True Leaf? Was it still the black market in college?
No, it was very much so the black market. You know, I didn't really spend too much time in college because that's kind of where I transitioned into the black market. We're becoming a wholesaler myself.
Yeah.
And really I just started making so much money that it was like, what's the point? And I didn't really have the path of paid education for me. So it was a lot more of a scary thing to leap into when it came to student loans and all that. Because like one, I didn't want to wrap my parents in. I seen, you know, my sister has a very high level college education. I seen how hard that was and how expensive that was. So it's like, you know, to me, it was just like, I'm making money. Like, why am I going to spend, it was like, at that time, it was like $30,000 a year to go to school. And everyone around me is partying. They're not even really, like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone was just getting fucked up. And last thing that they were worried about was their education for sure.
All you have to do is be the guy at the party serving niggas, and
That's exactly what I was
you
doing.
straight.
Yeah.
You was straight, bro. Yeah. Nah, serving in college is nice, man. As long as you make enough bread to smoke yourself,
Yeah.
and then any bread you make on top of that is like
Good.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people don't know how to really break it down.
Yeah.
Because people, you know, there's like, you want to smoke your own stuff. You want to smoke too much, well, you're not going to make money.
No,
So
you're not
either
gonna make
choose to
bread, bro.
smoke or you get some bread.
Yo, I used
That's
not,
very
not
wrong.
to say that I wouldn't have the self control for it, but I used to, you know, when I'd re-up, I'd be like, all right, if I sell this 3/4 of it, this 1/4 of it will be free for me, but I gotta sell all of this. If I smoke all this, I can't get into that reserve,
He
bro.
smoked it all.
I was about to say, you know, you fucked up a couple
Rayvon
packs,
fucked up
Rayvon.
his re-up, bro.
Bruh, it was not it. It was not it.
It's all good, bro. We all been there, trust
No,
me.
bro, it's nice to be on campus and have plugs everywhere, bro. You got the little plugs, you got the big plugs, you got the people who just want a quick fix.
Yeah.
It's nice, bro. It's a very
Money
different.
everywhere.
It's very crazy, bro. It's very crazy.
Yeah.
And now to think we're like in this world of like dispensaries, bro.
It's different
It's
for sure.
very different. At least I think, you know, for me or maybe potentially yourself, like niggas coming out of college where like I was going to a homie's dorm room or whatever. Now, like, I'm out of school and now it's literally going to an establishment. I know it's
Yeah.
been established like this in other places, but as you kind of mentioned earlier, I think that a lot of people are so conformed to like what they know and like what they see. They don't think about the other lifestyles.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, dispensaries are interesting, bro. It's not
100%.
just what you got for 25. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of options of what you got for 25 now, nigga. So
For sure. And we'll imagine, like, there's certain people who are going to traps to go buy weed. I mean, I remember being in some weird situations in New York where it's like you go up to a door, you knock on the door, bro comes out with a cup, you put the money in the cup, he comes out with his hand, he got 3 different bags. You either take them all or you take one. You know, you don't even see the dude's
Yeah,
face,
you
you
just-
just see his hand. You know what I
It's
mean?
crazy
like,
times,
I
bro.
think
some
about
Bronx shit, bro. You was in
that
the
was
Bronx?
in that was in Newburgh, New York, bro. And
Oh,
the crazy
Newburgh.
thing is I almost got arrested right after that.
Damn,
It
bro.
was that same bag, bro. I was walking and I made a dumb mistake, and it was the project, so I'm just I was used to it. It's like, okay, we can smoke out here, so I rolled up a blunt. And I'm smoking, and it was summertime. The cops had their windows down, drove right past me, and he smelled the smoke. He spun the block on me. I threw the blunt, and eventually I just had to, you know, because he was on my ass. He was like, yo, if you don't, I smelled the weed. I seen you. He's like, if you don't give me the weed, I'm going to get the dog to smell you out. And if the dog smells you out, and I had the weed, so I'm like, okay, the dog's going to sniff me out. He's like, I'm going to take you to jail. I don't care if it's a gram or not. So I was like, damn.
What year was that?
This is like 2015. Yeah, I was in New York for a little bit of time just visiting family, and this happened, bro. But thank God that, yo, the cop, he was cool as shit. He seen that I had a military ID as a dependent.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, your dad's in the military? And I'm like, my stepdad, yeah. He's like, all right, bro. He's like, just give me the weed. He's like, give it to me.
Yeah, he's about to fucking smoke it, bro. Or sell
exactly.
that shit.
That's exactly what I
Fuck him,
said,
bro.
The funny thing is, so yeah, but yo, I gave him the bud, and he wrote me a court summons, and the judge literally, like, I swear.
Oh, you had to go to court?
Yeah, and the judge damn near laughed.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it was like 2 grams of some
Yeah.
sour. So it was like, bro, it's 2 grams.
Imagine the
bro.
judge asking, what was the THC content?
It was before we had a
16%.
COA, nigga.
Yo, there's definitely no COA. Bro.
I mean, we had COAs then, bro. It was medical market popped off
Fair.
in 14.
Fair,
bro.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But in the streets,
In the streets,
Hell
nah.
nah, you don't see that.
ain't no testing,
I mean,
bro.
probably not nowadays either.
Oh yeah, nah.
Nah.
Ain't no terpenes, bro.
No?
This is what
I
this
mean, I
is.
wouldn't know. I haven't seen, like,
Oh, I mean, it's very much
street
just
bag
it's
of
very
weed in a
much just
long
marketing.
time.
Yeah, just the bags.
Yeah, it's just
the
bags,
bag
bro.
still with
Put
no
Obama
COA.
on it, call it
Yeah.
Obama runs.
That shit might have a COA on it, but it's fake.
It's fake.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yo! You know what? Actually, I've actually seen way too many fake COAs, my nigga, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it.
Actually, I see the COA with 40% on it. I was like, nah, bro.
I'm like, yo, where are you guys getting these cookie cutter numbers from? What the fuck?
Yeah,
There's some just guy in Adobe just putting shit in there,
Yeah.
making the packaging
Yo,
pretty,
that's
bro.
crazy.
That's
Nah,
what
for
niggas
real.
buy weed for nowadays.
Someone needs to do this in mass, where they just test random street, black market bud.
Yo, they should, because enough niggas do it to like the actual legal market where they're like, yo, I bought these and I sent them back and they were actually this testing or they had whatever. So that shit for the black market. We
Facts.
should,
I would love to see the results.
yeah, we could bring a COA into this bitch. It'd be a really
Facts.
riveting conversation.
Yup.
We might have to get you back. We might have to have you connect with some wholesalers for us.
Yo, I'll make it happen.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Good God. Well, it's been a phenomenal time having you here, bro. We really appreciate you taking the
Likewise.
time to come to the show. It's definitely long overdue, no bullshit, as I think about
Sure.
who you
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
But I'm glad you're here when we got the
The Mike.
cameras. You know what I'm saying, bro? So thank you very much for being out here, sharing some of the stories. We'll definitely have you back. We'll definitely keep doing more work with you. And
For sure. Nah, I wish you guys success. I appreciate you
Oh,
guys.
likewise,
for sure.
bro.
it's been fun.
You guys have just been infused. Thanks, the Mike, my bro.
My God, appreciate
Mike,
you.
I love that.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
And,